AR, like he's one of my favorite all-time guys to cover. And it's not like I have a great relationship with him. Like I know him and we say hi and can follow him and send him a note if I need to, and, that kind of stuff. But I just, I love his story. I love what he means to this fan base. And I love his competitive fire and how he takes it like we all take it. He takes
Mm.
losses hard. He took that series hard. Like you visibly could see him if you're in the locker room, how he takes things. Like he wears it. He's accountable. When he doesn't play well, he tells you he doesn't play well. He's well aware of him not having a great series. And he doesn't use that toe and foot as an excuse. Never heard one thing about it. So to answer your question, I think it's a huge year, Alan, because if you followed his arc and his story, the plan that they had, just like LeBron had a plan and Kobe had a plan, AR's plan with his agent, this is where they're going. They feel that he is that guy.
Hmm.
They feel that you just mentioned the number, that he is the guy that can take a jump into the $30 million range. He has that belief in himself, and he knows that he can attain that goal. That's why he didn't, remember a few years back, a couple years ago now, the numbers that were getting thrown out, someone's going to offer him this, someone's going to offer him that. Lakers are going to have to match it.
That's right. I think San Antonio was like the dangerous team. Yep.
Dude, 100%. And I thought they were going to.
Sure.
And he came right out and signed. Right out and signed for that deal. That was a hometown deal.
Big time.
But it was also you guys are the ones that gave me the opportunity. I came from this. I'm only making this. I'm going to get this, and I'm going to also show you that I deserve more, and I'm going to become that guy because this is what I am right now. And he did it, and now he's into that final year. So for him to sign an extension this summer didn't make any sense business-wise for Austin Reaves. If you're Austin Reaves and you believe what you can be and you believe where you're going, then this year right now is what you've been building for. So it is a huge year, Alan, because if he can be that guy that we've all seen, and here's the thing, every year take a step up. Now, if he even takes a step up, if he takes a step up again, he's getting paid. He's getting a major bag, and he's getting it. And I think it'll be the Lakers. But I think that was, it's huge for him. And you said something I love, like chance to play next to Luka Doncic again for a whole year, like Kyrie had, like to learn how to play with him, a better version of Luka as well, because he's going to be healthier. And to be a part of that, it's going to be good for him, right? Also, and it's good for the Lakers to see, does this work? Because it was interesting when Luka first got traded, every person that came on our show or when we would talk about it, or the natural thing to say with who takes a step back or who does this affect the most was Austin Reaves. And it didn't. He actually averaged 20. Like with LeBron and Luka,
sure,
eating third, he averaged 20 and what, an 8 or 9. Everything went up. It literally went up. And you're like, wait, there's not enough basketballs on the court. So, like, AR's got a big year out of him because personally, what it can mean for him and his future and his family and all that stuff, it's huge. It's everything. Now, listen, if he's always going to be fine. He's going to get paid, but like to take that step up, as you were talking about, is just a big deal.
Yeah, take the step up, and then also, I think for him, because if this is just my guess, his preference would be, I'm assuming this could be wrong, that he wants to stay with the Lakers and he wants it to work with him and Luka and continue his kind of journey with the Lakers and be a part of the Lakers' future. That's why I think this year, not only is it big from a financial perspective, but it's also big to show that, no, this, we can make this happen. And then if you add another piece and whatever it is, I think that obviously is probably his vision and his goal. It's to stay with the Lakers. All right, I want to talk about one of our new sponsors, BetterHelp. Very, very happy to have them as a partner of Hoops Talk and the Sliwa Show. I know in our everyday lives, we are all going through something. For me, anxiety. I always have situations or predicaments where I'm overthinking things. I'm thinking things that are maybe work-related, but a lot of times it's more personal related. Things that have nothing to do with my day-to-day job. Just your your everyday living life, things that come up cause a lot of anxiety. And what do you do with it? Do you just kind of sit there and dwell in it? Do you get into your own head? Well, I usually do that. I actually was the one that tried initiating having a partnership with BetterHelp because I believe in therapy. I believe that talking to a professional and talking to somebody can actually genuinely help you. And it's something that's important for everybody. I come from a background where, hey, I don't know, push that down, or you know what? No, man up and take care of it. Well, there's other ways to cope with it. There's other ways to deal with it. And certainly it is to work with somebody at BetterHelp. Let me tell you guys some of the features that comes with BetterHelp. The majority of BetterHelp members seek support for anxiety, and 69% of members report improved anxiety symptoms after 6 weeks of therapy on BetterHelp. It's very, very easy to start. Just fill out a questionnaire and you'll match with a therapist in as little as a couple days. I started mine, BetterHelp now. It's been a little bit over a week now. There's group sessions there that you can be a part of. I did get matched up after I took the questionnaire, and it was perfect for me because they have a good idea of, okay, what's going on in my life? Why do I have anxiety? And they'll know exactly how to tackle. If you don't like the therapist that you have, no problem. No extra cost. You can switch it at any time. With over 7,000 reviews and a 4.3 rating on Trustpilot, BetterHelp is a platform you can trust. Let my sponsor, BetterHelp, help you rule your anxiety so it doesn't rule you. Click betterhelp.com/Sliwa for a discount on your first month of therapy. Again, betterhelp.com/Sliwa for a discount on your first month of therapy. I really appreciate you guys listening to this partnership. I think it's very, very important, and hopefully it can help you as well. BetterHelp makes therapy simple with 10% off your first month to help you get started. betterhelp.com/Sliwa. You know, that Reaves conversation that's one that's going to continue. That's not going anywhere anytime soon, right? So I'll say this, and Reaves was going to be one of the conversations that we are going to have today. And part of that is, will it work? And here's the funny thing. I love the perspective because I don't think there's any guarantee that anything's going to work, but I feel pretty good that Austin Reaves is going to have a really, really good career in the NBA moving forward. I do feel that way. Genuinely, I feel that way. That article that I was talking about on ESPN, and let me just kind of lead this into my Reaves conversation, then we could, continue with the show. I got a couple other topics. I got to still read everybody's comments that are lobbing in comments in there. So I appreciate you guys throwing these comments out there as well. But part of the conversation we're having about Austin Reaves and will it work with the Lakers, and the conversation that we're having in regards to specifically the Lakers offseason. I'm going to read something here in regards to Austin Reaves because I do think it's interesting. You guys can put your opinions on here, what you think of Reaves. But here's what one executive told ESPN as part of this article. I think he'll get $30 million plus. Okay. $30 million plus is what most people think he's going to get. Now, what did Austin Reaves do for the Lakers? Averaged 20 points a game, had 5.8 assists last season. You guys can talk about Austin Reaves all you want. Reaves was really, really good for the Lakers. Now, what people remember more is the playoff shot. I want to say 32% from the three-point line. Definitely struggled. Teams took advantage of him, or the Minnesota Timberwolves tried taking advantage of him. It makes me think of like Jaden McDaniels and some of these other guys. He didn't have a good playoff series, and I don't have a justification for that. One Western Conference assistant coach said about Austin Reaves, this is a big season for him. He'd better bring it in the playoffs because he's got to be good enough to pair with Luka. So I think at the end of the day, I think this is going to be a big-time season for Austin Reaves. I think he's going to get paid either way. I do think he's going to deliver for the Lakers. I'm not too concerned about that. But the question more is going to be about the fit. Can this work long-term? And I think that's going to be interesting to kind of watch unfold for Austin Reaves and the rest of these Laker players. All right, let's take a look here. Let's take a look at some of the comments, and then we'll go from there. Reaves on the defensive end, we're not going to discuss that elephant in the room. No, we are going to discuss it. Of course it has something to do with it. I think that, the only problem is if we just pretend that, all right, he's not the best two-way player in the NBA. So what does that mean? That means the Lakers shouldn't be interested in re-signing him. That doesn't mean that he won't get opportunities somewhere else. I don't think that anyone would ever say that Austin Reaves is not have issues when it comes to the defensive side of the ball. I think that's fair to say. And I think you could also say that about Luka. There's other players out there as well. You could say about Vando that he's one-sided, more just defensive player, not offensive player. I think there's only a few players that you could look at and say, yeah, that dude's as good as he is defensively as he is offensively. So I think the question really is just going to come down to fit. Is it the right fit? His value to the Lakers based on what he can bring back, what it looks like if there was some health concerns for him in the postseason. Well, he's going to get another postseason run with the Lakers. Will it look the same, or will it start being the D'Angelo Russell effect that the Lakers were having? It's like, I don't think you can depend on this guy in the playoffs. I don't think that's the case, personally, for Austin Reaves. I think Reaves will be fine, but it's a fair question to have. There were a couple other more here. 25-5. He's getting paid. He's definitely getting paid. No question about it. He's definitely getting paid. Nobody in the NBA is going to pay Reaves $30 million. He's getting 30. You could just chalk that up. He's getting 30. You're not averaging 25-5 in the NBA on a good team with Luka and LeBron. The trajectory of your career, the ability that he has, a playmaker, a scorer, and not getting 30. Guys, there are a lot of players in the NBA not as good as Austin Reaves that are making more money than Austin Reaves right now. So he's getting 30. I mean, that you don't even think twice about that. He's getting 30.